Hey everybody, and welcome back to another book review. First off, it has been a very long time. It's been almost 4 weeks. I have not been reading in all truthfulness. I just November was a lot of stuff going on. I just had a lot of things going on. Nothing bad, everything good, everything's okay. But I just didn't take a lot of time to do any reading as much as I love it. And so, therefore, it's taken me a little while. But we are back in December, and a friend of mine posted about doing a Don't Quit December. She was really talking about exercise, but I have taken on that mantra as well. So I am doing a Don't Quit December and getting back to reading, as well as a little bit of exercise, more so in the stretching realm. I do exercise and work out and stuff, but I've been slacking a little bit on stretching, so we got back to that, and really enjoying it. Really enjoying having a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more stretch time. So, anywho, the book that I just finished is another classic, Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. I believe this one was one of the later books that he wrote, like in 1850s maybe. I didn't look that up, so I don't know off the top of my head, but it's a very interesting story. It flows definitely like a lot of his other works. I think this one, for me, I don't know. Like it's not as bad as Oliver Twist. Oliver Twist just kind of like seemed to like drone on, and there was just a lot going on all over the place. This one I feel like had a more like straightforward through line. There was still a lot of stuff going all over the place, lots of characters, lots of that whole serialized thing that they were doing in the 19th century, which maybe one of my friends who's more worldly in terms of literature can explain this more, but I just don't get it. That said, I mean, it's not an awful book. I do like the concept of the story. So, for those of you that don't know what the story is, it's about a young boy named Pip, and his life through, growing up technically an orphan, but he's raised by his sister and her husband, and then he is given the opportunity to make something of himself, and he doesn't really know where all this money is coming from, and come to find out that it's some convict that he helped out at an earlier point, and then there's, the girl that he kind of loves, but doesn't really love her because she's like forced upon him. There's just a lot going on. But much like a lot of Dickens novels, and I feel like a lot of, different authors of the time period kind of tended to have themes through a lot of their works and a lot of their writings. You're again going through the whole orphan who, needs some kind of benefactor in order to make him something greater, and I feel like Dickens, has done that again. I feel like he really just kind of plays on those, kind of heartstrings, because everybody, loves a good rags to riches story and loves a good orphan story, but also making a lot of social commentary on, how marriages are founded and how people handle death or forthcoming death or bad breakups. There's just a lot of different ways that different things go. And so with that, I think I give this one probably a 3, maybe a 3.5. I don't know. I'm kind of torn because I do like it more than I like some of the other Dickens novels. I think Christmas Carol is probably the easiest one to read, which is not even a novel, it's like a novella. And this one is like truly a novel. I think that's where I run into issues, is like a lot of Dickens stuff, I just feel like it just goes on. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he was paid by the word. So it makes sense, if that was the case, that he's just going on and on and on and on and on for absolutely no reason. And within that vein of, just droning on, unlike, who is it? Jane Austen, where I feel like things go on and on and on for an excessive amount of time for absolutely no reason. Like, the conversation was done 2 pages ago and we're still having this conversation type situation. I feel like Dickens is better at rambling further on with a point. But, again, it's, I don't know, it's just not, it's not perfect. And, I think if I was reading this, back in the day, I'd probably feel a little bit differently, but like as of right now, no. And I don't know, I wanted something more. I just felt like there was an element missing that, I feel like, I just feel like it's like one step below everything. There's the through line and there's the themes, but there's just something missing, and I don't know what that something is. I don't know how to fix it. Usually I'm like, oh, I like, here's what you do. But like this, I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what it needs. But yeah, it's interesting. It's very, very interesting. So there you have it. Shorter book review on Great Expectations, but a book review nonetheless, and that's the goal. That's always the goal. So thank you as always for watching. Again, thank you for being patient. Those of you that have been like, hey, where's your next video? Which is not a lot of you, but some of you have. Thank you also for those of you that have recently come over and subscribed from my husband's channel. Really welcome, for one, and I'm really glad to have you all here as well. I know a lot of people saw me talking about Wicked, which I just saw a few weeks ago, and so you came over because of that. My book reviews are not near as long as our Wicked review, but sometimes they can get a little lengthy, but not terribly so. I never really got into like long book reviews or anything. Like, tell me what you thought and move on. So that's, where we are at. And I like to try to keep it around 10 minutes, or so. So there you have it. But, again, welcome to those of you that came over from Cheshire's Top Cat. And those of you that are into, other random, things other than book reviews. My husband is, he's just finished Game of Thrones. He's on House of Dragons now. And we've talked actually about doing combined reviews of another TV show that I've actually already watched, but I thought he might be interested in. And so we'll see. We'll see if that comes about and what's up with that. But thank you again, everybody, for listening and watching to my channel, to this book review. And I will see you all in the next book review. Bye.